Waiting to see if I'm going live. All right, it looks like I'm live. I'd like to say good evening, everyone. My name is Dwayne Dixon, the Hitman D-Dub, and today I'm doing another live stream. I did one earlier today where I did an unboxing where I showed off my new lights. I got a set of gravity stands, so I showed that off. Hopefully, the video will finally finish processing. So it was recorded and it's up on YouTube, but the video was 30 minutes long, but I only can see 12 minutes of it and it still say that it's processing. So hopefully that video will be completed for tomorrow so I can release it publicly. And until then, I'm here live because I wanted to show you how I prep for a school dance or any kind of gig event. So let me shrink my screen. I got the playlist. I'm doing it this Friday. I'm doing a junior prom at the school that I retired from. And today the students finally sent in their playlist. And of course, when you ask for song suggestions from the student body, you can already imagine what kind of songs that they're going to put on the list. And of course, pretty much all of them don't fit in with the school climate as far as profanity, as far as drug use, violence, and sex. So let's go through and take a look at this list and see how I am going to tackle this list for Friday's event. I already started my own playlist while I was waiting for them. So a lot of the songs, after looking at the list, a lot of them are already have and I already cleaned up to make it school appropriate. But let's see what kind of songs that they pick. So they asked for Whim Whammy by Pluto. I never heard of that one before. What You Know About Me, Glorilla. That's one of the ones I pulled aside for them, so I cleaned that one up. In fact, let me close this a little bit, slide this over. Let me duplicate, make a copy of this. And what I'll do, all the ones that I've already cleaned up, I'll just erase them. So What You Know About Me, I have that one already done. Get It Sexy, I knew they would pick that one. So I got that one done. Hellwoods 2 by Queen Key. I don't know if I know that one. Sideways, JT. I don't think I have that one. Sunday Service, I have, but I didn't think they would actually dance to that one. So maybe I'll put that as an opener. I know I have a clean version, but I'm not I gotta listen to the lyrics again to make sure it fits in the school culture. Wannabe by Gorilla and Meg the Stallion. I have that one. I cleaned that one up already. Get In With Me by Bossman D-Lo. I never heard of that one. 25 Rod Wave. Never heard of that one. Nakia Drake. I had the clean version. I think I put that to the side. I think that was okay. I'll put a question mark to double check. Or in fact, while I'm doing that, let me open up my Serato so I can definitely check. And then while I'm doing that, open up my other YouTube. All right, so my Serato just popped up. Let's see, go down to their crates. Wonder if I can, let me see if I can shrink, how much I can shrink this. All right, I think I can shrink this some more. Try to see if I can get it all on the same screen. Put that there. I think I can make me smaller. Put that there. Slide Serato. There. Because I don't need to see the whole thing of Serato. Let me go down. And Haley and Joshua is my wedding that I'll be doing on Sunday. So I pretty much got their playlist together. But here's Orange Prairies. Prom. Let me see, do I have no, slide it over. Drake. Nope, I didn't put that one in there. All right. Let me see if I have it. I know I should have that in my library already. All right. So I just have to listen to it. Slide that back over. Okay, so I know I can take that off. Boom. Help Me by Real Boston Richie. Never heard of that one. TGIF. I think I put that in there. Let me Prom, Glorilla. No, that's F and F. All right. As you can see here, the ones I have Oich Perry, like Clean Edit or Safe or TikTok, those are the songs that I actually listened to and then clean it up, like took off make sure all the bad words were gone from it, and then also make sure the subject matter fit in with the school climate. So TGIF, I know I have that. Just have to listen to it, make sure I clean it up. Great Gatsby. Let me see. Let me go up here. I remember that. I think I have that one, but I wouldn't consider that to be a song I'll. Great, did I spell it right? Great Gatsby. Let me do Rod Wave. See what Rod Wave songs I have. Nope, I don't have that one, so I gotta download that one. And Rags to Riches was a hot one a year or two ago. I might throw that in as well. All right. Burning Summer by Burner B. Brokey, I want to say I put that over there. Brokey. Yep. And that one was fairly clean. So that passed the test, but I know I'm pretty much a lot of these songs I'll be doing quick mixes. Trying to get in and get out. 30 for 30. I know I have it, but I don't know if I 30 for 30. Nope. I have to add that one. Big Mama. Okay, I have to add that one. Female Goat. No, I never heard of that one before. All There. Never heard that one before. Let Her Cook. I know I have that. Put that one. Let Her. There it is. So that one is brown. So that means I did a Serato flip. So Serato lets you record your cue jumps. So there's a section of this song that didn't meet the school standards. So, but there was enough of the song where I could play it, and when it got up to that point, jump to another point of the song or to the end of the song. So it sounds like a complete song. So that one's good to go. Let Her Cook. I could take that out. Bop. It's the same one. That's a TikTok dance. And that's so inappropriate. But the part that they want to hear to do their little dance, it's not, the words aren't dirty, but if you heard what they were saying, you know the double meaning of those words. But because it's one of those TikTok songs that basically you just play the introduction, play the chorus so they can do the dance and quick mix out, it should be okay. I wouldn't play that at the very beginning. This is one of those songs I definitely would try to sneak in between a bunch of other clean songs. So I'll set that song up, make sure I do something that's super school clean before I slide that one in. So there it is. I have that one. The Viper, never heard of that song before. So I gotta find that one. Just Us. I don't recall hearing that one before. Bodak Yellow. That's an oldie. So I gotta listen to it because I played it before at the school dance. So it shouldn't be anything too outrageous. I'm So ATL by Brent Rowe. Never heard of that one. Dreams and Nightmare. I play that all the time. And I think I might have put that. Let me see. Nope. I add that one. That's a clean one. Because I played that a whole bunch of times. So I know that'll work. California Breeze. Never heard of that one. FU 2 Times by Lil Baby. I already know that's probably not going to be a doable one. Because if they have that in the title, if it's cursing and profanity and the title is all crazy, then I know that's probably not going to be one that I'll be able to play. Hellcats and Trackhawks. No, I think Hellcats were, I think Glorilla had something like that. Or one of those, Gorilla or Sexy Red, or one of them had that, but I'll look that one up. Who Won't Smoke? I almost put that down. I have that under, I'm going to say my miscellaneous. Ones I thought about. It's just, that's one. I have it there, but I don't know if I want to poke the bear. Being that could be super violent, and then two, I'm careful to play songs like that because you don't know what would set somebody off. Because to you, that song may sound like nothing, but to whoever's there, that could mean a whole heck of a lot. So I don't know if I'm going to play that one. I have it there because the beat goes hard. So maybe I'll think of, if I play it, think of just playing the beat and maybe creating a live mashup, put something over it. But yeah, I have to think about that one. But that's there in the miscellaneous folders, or maybe. PTP, never heard of that one before. Pretty Privileged, Stunner Girl, don't know what that is. Super Slime, Fully Chopped. Don't know what that is. Like That. Never heard of it. ILBB2. Of course, I never heard of that. Chief Keef. See, I don't listen to all that. Decline. I never heard of those. Whoop That. Never heard of that. Look Like Chicken P. Never heard of that. I guess I'll be doing a lot of listening overnight. Federal Nightmares. Rod Wave. Nope. Redbone. Lil Baby. I'm not sure if I heard. Do I have that one? Or if I'm thinking of another song that's similar to that. Redbone. Redbone Clean. I'm thinking Childish Gambino. Yeah, that's the one I saw. I never heard of this one before. Take Your Man. I heard of that one before. Let me see. What did I do with Take? Yo. Take Your Man. That's City Girls. Queen. This must be a different. Oh, here they are, right here. I think I considered that, but again, that could have a double meaning. It could be someone at the dance, I play that song, and then it could spark a whole big brouhaha among the kids there. So if I take, yep, I didn't even put that down. I think I thought about it for a second and just didn't put it down. I didn't think, and because it's old, I didn't think they were still into that. Finesse, I have that, but I don't think I included that in there. Let me see. Okay, yeah, so it must have been a request from last year or year or two ago. So I have a clean edit of that, so I can take that off. Finally, I was getting ready to say all these songs making me feel old and outdated. But that was the one good thing I did like about being the music teacher at the school. It was like a lot of these songs I would have been already hip to before the school dance because I would have heard them playing or singing about it throughout the school year. Shake That I don't think that's probably not going to fly. Guinness by Hurricane Wisdom, never heard of that. Damn Shorty, Chief Keef, that's probably not going to fly, especially with Sexy Red being all in the middle. I can just imagine what that song is like. Cash, never heard of that. Vulture Island, never heard of that. Twerk, City Girls, and Cardi B, I heard of that, but I don't think I'm gonna even entertain that song because I do not need them to start doing the dirty dances on top of that. Georgia Peach, I heard of that, but I didn't put that down. I didn't think they would enjoy that one, so I'll listen to that one again. Splash Brothers, about Bloodhound Q50, never heard of that. My World, never heard of that. Fancy, Fancy, I have that one. All right, I'll look at that one. I thought that was kind of old. I didn't think they would enjoy that one. Fancy. I know I have it. Definitely not gonna play the Kids Bop version. You fancy hunt. Here, there it is at the bottom. Let me see. Did I slide it over though? Okay, so I did slide it over. Yeah, I think the reason it's over there is because they expect to have a 360 booth, and I know in the past they had like a big red carpet kind of entrance. So I'm thinking I put that there for the red carpet song. Let me take that off. So all these songs that I don't know, I'm going to show you how I can slide them over so I can listen to them and then decide which songs make the cut. All right, How I Look, but excuse me, by Glorilla. Never heard of that one. Girls in the Hood. Let me see because I thought about that one. Girls. Nope. Girls. Nope. I thought about that one, but I thought again that one was because middle school can be very flaky. And I thought that was kind of old, so I didn't think they would like that one. Oh, I see Buddy's in the chat. What's up, Buddy? Yeah, right now I'm just going through this list of song requests that the students want me to play at their junior prom this Friday. And then too, I'm also trying to put up some content on my YouTube channel. And I thought this would be an easy way to just make an excuse to make a video. So instead of recording it, I just decided to just go live and do a little bit of it to show you how I go about handling like long song request list. So where did I stop at? Selling Lashes. Never heard of that one. Captain Hook. I heard of that one. I didn't put that one down. I have to listen to it. Rhonda. NBA Youngboy. Never heard of these. Drinking and Smoking. Just listening to the titles. No way I'm going to be able to play that. Cemetery. Probably won't play that. On Me. Player. And Drugs. If the title is crappy, I know I'm not going to play it. So basically what I'll do, when I make up the list and I start going through the songs, first of all, I listen to if it's danceable. If it's danceable, then I'll put it to the side. If it's not danceable, I just take it from the list so I can narrow down the list. And now if it passed the test of being danceable, then I look for the content, not because I can easily find the clean edits of most of these songs, or I can clean the songs up. But if the subject matter is so far out of whack and it's not even worth me spending time where at the end the song, you won't have too much of the song or the song won't be recognizable, then I won't even do it. So I'm most certain that a good 2/3 of this list is going to be probably cut down. But for right now, let me take out all these blank spots. So, and I'm glad that a lot of these songs it seems like they're all in the same kind of format where it's title dash artist. So therefore I can just drag this into my playlist. I believe that's what it's called. To make a Spotify playlist. So I can listen to it. Boom. All right, let me just make sure I space these. Out a little bit so the software will be able to definitely see a space in between the dashes. So it'll work better. Boom, boom. Oh. Maybe I'll go. Oh. But the dance this Friday is only going to be a couple of hours, so I'll be quick mixing anyway. Because they're also supposed to have dinner on top of that or a little refreshments for them. So in the past, pretty much, so let's say at 5 o'clock it starts, they open the doors at 5 o'clock. They have like a little red carpet where each one, when they come in, they take a picture of them. So that takes some moments. Then when they come in, they get in a little huddle, socialize. So you're looking at a good 30 minutes or so, just looking around. And then they usually have some kind of refreshments and little games that they play at the table. And that gives us about a good hour maybe to do like dancing. So my game plan, I got the line dances, of course, ready to go, but I also got a folder of just the TikTok dances. So some of these songs, that's what I'm going to look for to see if they're TikTok dances. So therefore, if it's TikTok dances, I'm going to go to YouTube, look it up, so I can just do the intro, like I said, with the bop song, play the intro and jump right into the TikTok dance song. So the intro, I'll play that just to get their attention so they can go grab their phones and get their little dance circle together. And then I jump right into the TikTok part where they do the little dances to the lyrics. And then after that, I mix out and go into something else. All right, so I got it all in the title, artist format. Oh, little baby. Boom, boom. Okay, and now I'm just copy that. I'm gonna go to tune my music. I think that's what it is, or tune my playlist. Yeah, to my music. Do new transfer. Go down. I'm going to do free text. Click. Bam. So it's 55 songs. And we'll send it over to Spotify. And I'll put 2025 OHP student request. Do save and start the transfer. Let me see what that one is missing. See what it's called. Two. It could be a misspelling of the words too. All right. Oh, no, I didn't want to do that. See, 55. All right, that's the playlist. Let me see if I can go back and. Okay, cool. I can go back and see which four. The Viper. Never heard of that one. Let me go to my. I use BPM Supreme and DJ Pool Records. DJ BPM Supreme. That song sounds like something that wouldn't be there. So I'm gonna go to, cause this sounds like it might be even be a YouTube song. Let me see. Go try them. Boom. So it's not that. So I'm wondering if it's like a YouTube video or Spotify song. Not Spotify, but SoundCloud. Is it there? Okay, boom. Yeah, looking at the title, this sound like this something that I probably wouldn't it wouldn't pass the audition. So I'm just gonna put it for save later. Listen to it later and see what's the other one. Twerk City, but I think I have that one. And it's probably because I didn't put a space in between it. Twerk City Girls. City. Here it is. Yep, I have that one. But I don't know if I'm gonna play that one. That might be put in the miscellaneous maybe folder, depending on how the students behave and whether I slide that in. Randa. Again, I'm gonna go to DJ pools because they don't have a lot of BPM. Don't have a lot of those kind of songs. Nope. So it must be a YouTube one. If that's that album art for that song, this is an old one. Yeah, 3 years ago, 5 years ago. Yeah, this is the old one. I'm wondering, do I have it? I'll put in save later. Let me see if I have it. Nope. Yeah, but that's an old one. If it passed, if it passed the audition, Young Boy and what else did they have on the list? That sounds like a boy song. I do try to do a crate, especially for the boys, to try to get the boys involved. Pop Smoke, Lil Uzi, those are all Lil Baby. Those would be like boy songs. Bossman D-Lo, those are both the boys and girls like them. But you know your Meg the Stallion and Glorilla and Sexy Red and all them. Those are your girl songs. All right, let's get back to this list. Cemetery. Also, even if it meets the school requirements, I try to also stay away from songs that's all about just death in general, that celebrate death and killings and all that kind of stuff. So I'll put that under save, watch later. I think I got them all. Yeah, I think I got them all. All right. So I'm going to pretty much end my live so I can go back and listen to these songs and see which ones is worth me even trying to clean up. But I also can see if they have a clean version of this. If you have a Spotify playlist and you need clean versions of it, instead of going and typing in each one of these names individually and searching them, you can use a site, and it's free, called Cleanify. Just log in with your Spotify. And then click on the playlist you want. Let me see. Let me make this bigger. All right, here's all the songs. And if you click on Cleanify, it's going to find all the clean edits of those within Spotify. So we have 51 songs. Let's see how many of these songs will have clean versions. Over half of them got deleted. It's almost like Thanos came and it was like snapped his finger and wiped half of them clean. All right, so I'm probably going to start with the clean versions first before I even take a look at all these other ones, because most likely, if they don't have a radio edit version of it, it's probably too left field for me to even consider to play at a school dance anyway. So at least I got it down to like 30 songs that I can play with, because I won't be able to play all the songs anyway. So with that said, I'm not going to hold you all, because I can't play the songs on YouTube, because YouTube would want to monetize my video, and I'm trying to put up videos that I can monetize myself and get money for, and not pay somebody else for my work and all that. But before we go, make sure if you haven't subscribed to my channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button and press on the bells, because I'll be doing a lot of live streams this week as I go through each one of the processes of putting together my crates for the school dance on Friday, and then my wedding for Sunday and in June. So I'll be doing a lot of behind the scenes kind of videos for you all. And then also you can follow me on all my other social networks at, oh yeah, since I'm using OBS, I can just put it up for you. You can follow me on all my other social media. That's DJ Mikey Mike. He's my co-host for the cueitup podcast, but my handle is at Hitman DDub, and that's HITMANDDUB. And also every Thursday, live on YouTube, on my YouTube channel, we have the cueitup DJ podcast. And we also have a Facebook group page that you can join to keep up with all the news and activities that we have going on the podcast. Also, if you have any questions, you can join our Facebook group page by just typing in cueitup DJ podcast in the search. Or if you like, there's the URL right there, the long generic URL. If you want to type that in, go ahead and help yourself. And also, I'm part of the DJ Collective Network. And we have a group of DJs that have their own podcasts. On Mondays, today you had DJ Cool Thing. And then on Tuesdays, you have Buddy from TBM Productions. But his live stream is on Twitch, but you can see the playback on Mondays on YouTube at 1 o'clock. But his live stream is on Tuesdays on Twitch at 9 o'clock. And DJ Cool Things, let me go back. His show is on YouTube as well at 9 o'clock. And then you have the DJ Biz School at 7 o'clock on YouTube, led by Sean. And as I was saying, you have the cueitup DJ podcast that me and DJ Mikey Mike host at 9 o'clock on YouTube. And then also make sure you remember to like, share, and subscribe to each one of our channels. Also, we have a person that always watches our show and is highly active in our chats. And his name is Kevin, and he's part of the karaoke DJ sites. And his show is on Mondays at 7 o'clock p.m. And the replays is every 9 o'clock on Sundays. And his show is called, well, he's part of the show called KJ Chill Room Karaoke Chat, which is hosted by Matt and Eric. So with that said, I'm going to let you all go so I can get to listening to these songs. And then when I get to another step in my process, my prep process, I'll do another live, and that'll probably be tomorrow. And hopefully, again, my live from earlier today, hopefully the whole 30 minutes of that live will have processed. If not, if it didn't process, if something happened, I guess I'll just upload, download, because there's some things I want to block out, and re-upload at least the beginning part of that video, and then I have another light that I can unbox. I didn't open both lights, so I can still technically do a unboxing of the other light and go through the and tell you what you all missed if that live stream doesn't happen. So with that said, thank you for joining and watching. Take care. Until next time, stay blessed.